Quartet is an old-school console-style RPG with a modernized combat system and a narrative that focuses heavily on its unusual setting. Quartet is the story of magic and how it affects the lives of four people: a chef, a minor noble, a soldier, and a shop assistant. Each of them comes from a different land with a different philosophical approach to magic, treating it as an everyday tool, a long-since abandoned superstition, or a looming threat. Slowly, their individual stories converge upon a common point and a grand secret that unifies all of their societies. A disaster broke their world in the past, and they'll have to race to stop it from happening again. The game is a traditional JRPG using the staggered turn system that's now more or less standard to the genre. Combat mechanics are also typical, though there are a few quirks. There's a greater emphasis on special abilities, with all characters regenerating their mana automatically and each having an ability that accelerates that regeneration further. Regular attacks also have their own distinct elements, which is important as hitting weaknesses is particularly important here. There are lots of party members, though only 2 permanent members from each of the 4 introductory stories. After completing the intro sequence for each of the protagonists, which takes around 5 to 6 hours overall, the player will have an 8-person party with 4 active members at any given time. On any character's turn, the player can swap that character for an inactive member without giving up that turn. Inactive party members continue to regenerate mana, so swapping is key to take full advantage of everyone's skills. Returning to the story, Quartet is something of a mixed bag. The characters are varied and distinct in their personalities and voices, and the setting, which is absolutely central to the plot, is a creative masterstroke. However, the science fantasy story also lends itself to an excess of expository dialogue, and the whole thing ends up coalescing around a World War II allegory that doesn't quite land. And the less said about the humorous sections, the better. Overall, Quartet is an old-school RPG meant for fans of the style. It's not going to change anyone's mind, but it's a great throwback all the same.